Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another chat session. If you clicked into this video, you're probably just started or on your journey to become a better self. This video is actually inspired by a Reddit post titled, "What is the most helpful thing that your therapist has ever said to you?" And there was one response that resonated a lot, is to treat yourself like a person, not a project. Growing up as a typical Asian kid, I've always told to become a go-getter, someone who takes initiative, sees opportunities, and work hard to succeed, especially at those so-called key stages of our lives. Where there's a will, there's a way, And because of this, the drive of constantly overcome my flaws and improve myself has been ingrained in my head. Don't get me wrong, I think self-improvement is a great thing. However, sometimes there is just a fine line between a high achiever and taking this identity too far. We can be so caught up in fixing ourselves that we forgot to appreciate where we are. We start to compare ourselves with more successful people and felt there's always something to fix. We started to treat ourselves like a project, not like a person. I came to the UK around the age of 17, seeing that as a low point of my life. The morale of my journey abroad is almost never get to a lower point in my life. I remember my family's frustration with how little I have achieved at my exams, and I remember being at the airport with surprisingly little hesitation before boarding the flight. As I boarded the flight, I told myself I wouldn't come back until I achieved something. I wanted to prove myself, a grade, an offer, an award. I felt this simmering anger beneath it all to show I could do more. This mindset shaped how I approached my study and the early stages of my career. Throughout university, all I could think about was minimizing mistakes, doing everything I can, not letting anything slip. Holding on to that quiet anger, I pushed through the recruiting season and fortunate enough to land a graduate job, and with it, a temporary sense of peace. Transitioning from student to professional life was a drastic change. Success expectations shifts from clear metrics like grades to something more subjective. How you present yourself in front of your boss, whether you can fit into peers, and how you can guide and mentor those who come behind you. It is less about perfect answers and more about navigating office dynamics, making the most of the environment and building a business case for yourself. I struggled to adjust. I had my own high expectations and I felt a cultural pressure to succeed in a ways that was different from how I was taught growing up. I started to see every little gap and missed cue like something to fix. Soon enough, I felt burnt out, the fatigue, the stress, and the moments of self-doubt. The further I progressed into the corporate world, the more I realized we all have our own limitations. It's like those memes online saying when you're in your 30s, you're trying to juggle your friends, your career, and to maintain a social life and to be healthy. There's only so much one person can do. Unlike in school, where efforts were met with visible rewards, I found that at workplace, perceptions wasn't always within my control and communication wasn't always transparent. It became clear that it is not just about achieving, it is about redefining what success even means in this new world. If I don't address my burnout, I'm not setting myself up to a healthier way forward. I need to take action to extinguish the smoldering anger within me, adjusting my mindset so that I can feel positive for the next day. I'm still practicing, but this is what I have been doing to write down and to reclaim my journey, and I'll read it out to you. Journey over destination. Moving on, let's focus on journey rather than the destination. We're so busy measuring public opinions that we forget we are the public. We set these milestones for ourselves, thinking they're what we need to be happy. The happiness? It is not at the finishing line. It is found in the moments along the way. Life is happening right now, not just in those moments of big achievements. Self-compassion. Learn to give self the same benefit of doubt that you would give to any person on the street. People make mistakes, and that is just part of being human, including yourself. It doesn't mean something to fix. It just means you're human. Embracing self-compassion blends my personal values, my culture root, and try to let go of the constant striving and pressure to always be better. If I feel the need for connection, try not to feel shy away from reaching out. Finding support is part of the journey, not weakness. Self-compassion is not a fixed destination. It is an ongoing journey of accepting who we are right here, right now. Celebrations. Celebration is acknowledging, appreciating, and expressing gratitude for yourself. It is what makes you feel proud, happy, fulfilled, and what makes you to go further. Don't feel awkward about celebrating yourself. Don't brush it off as it is unimportant. Giving yourself a genuine celebration is the best way to show true appreciation to what you have done. In the end, it's all about finding a balance. Our journeys don't have to be defined by constant achievement or relentless pressure. They can be shaped by acceptance, joy, and moments of real gratitude. We can all find a healthier path to success without losing sight of who we are right now. And here's where we start supporting each other moving this way forward.